back roads and byways.
Okay, crew. We are here in Oakdale, California at the Oakdale Cheese Factory. And this is a really cool place right here. Check out this fountain out here in the middle of this little pond. This is awesome. Hey, check out the koi. Looks like there's some chickens. Hi, chickies. Hi, chickies. Oh, I can't let my wife see you. She'll want to take you with us. Yeah, that's for sure. Okay, so don't go over there. Okay? Because I know you.
I'm not taking one home with me.
Chickens.
Oh, I know. Oh.
Yeah, see? Riley, keep hold of your mom. She'll try to get in the chicken coop. Oh, okay. Great.
He's not making cheese today. You can still see the factory in our age. Monday, Tuesday mornings are
Okay. So we have different types of cheese here.
specialize in the Gouda, but we also do this delicious white cheddar.
Oh my. Alright, so you're trying the garlic basil Gouda?
You know me. Garlic.
Alright.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite.
You like it?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's good.
Okay. I'm after the smoked Gouda.
That's man cheese, and always good cheese. Let's just pop right off of there.
Ah, there we go.
Do what, Riley?
Really miss the jalapeno.
What do you guys have about doing today?
This is what we're doing this morning. We were gonna come by here the other day. We thought, no, what? We'll wait. So we're seeing if we can hit ground down here.
Great.
Would be good on some sandwiches.
Okay, Jihad, Legia, you guys need this. You need this right here. Pretty cool.
Yeah, when we were at Osceola, they had
I didn't want you to miss out. It's German style cheesecake.
Oh, thank you.
It's made with this German baker's cheese pork.
Oh, wow.
their goat cheese was very gamey. Like I could almost taste the grass in it.
Mmm.
Like, oh.
Yeah, we need to
Oh, wow,
start
that was
going
good.
organic cheese.
That
not
is
like
yummy.
We do this organic grass to golden rotation style Gouda for a local family farm. 10 weeks to 6 months to age our cheese, so trying to get ourselves all set and ready for
You said how many weeks?
10 weeks on the younger Gouda, 6 months on the age.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah, so any age we have back there is definitely are ready for the holidays.
Wow.
This is the original owner. They're from the Netherlands. 2 generations back home. The original owner and his son is now owner-operator, so 4 generations
Wow.
of Gouda cheese making. And he still imports the culture from the Netherlands, so it is a traditionally Dutch cheese. It's not like the Gouda you'd get in the grocery store.
They won tons of awards.
I know. I seen all their ribbons and stuff up front, or some of them anyway.
Yeah, the big bag. It's a big old Hobart machine, isn't it? I can't.
Oh.
I bet that is.
That's cool.
When a guy lives by himself, he's always out a looking for some gal that looks real sweet and really knows her cooking. Every morning she will fix a plate of sliced tomatoes, biscuits, eggs, and country ham, and a heap of fried potatoes. The other night I met a gal, she set my heart a-twitter when she told me she knew how to make a great corn fritter. I told her I can't eat no more because I'm getting fatter. Minutes later I forgot with bacon on the platter. Cornbread Sally, you're so darn good looking. Is it love at first sight or is it just your cooking? When I'm standing by the stove, it sets my nose a-twitching. I wish the wedding ceremony would happen in the kitchen. Cornbread Sally, you make my heart flutter when I smell that cornbread all covered up in butter. Cornbread Sally, when that skillet full of cornbread's done, you're Martha White and Betty Crocker all rolled into one girl. Well, Cornbread Sally, you know you're the best I've ever seen when it comes to black-eyed peas, ham hocks, and turnip greens. You're as sweet as you can be, so gentle and so kind. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you're always on my mind.
Oh, look at the calf huts. Oh. Hey there. They're hungry.
Gotcha.
But this is where we make it. So we do a raw milk Gouda style. So we use the milk from our own cows, which is why we do the raw milk, because we know what kind of quality milk we have. So because it is raw, it's mandatory to age it for 60 days. We like to do 90 to 120 because the longer the cheese ages, the more flavor it gets. So that's what we do in the round wooden vat in there. The small vat on the right-hand side is our pasteurizing vat. So we also make squeaky cheese curds. So we pasteurize those because you want to sell them fresh. So that's what we're going to be making tomorrow is the curds. And then the next 2 days we're going to do the Gouda. So we just process based on what the demand is. Because we're getting close to the holidays and it has to age for 3 months. We're making stuff for like Christmas right now. Yeah, we have a company that does their own like fruit and nut gift baskets, and so they use local cheese. So we're one of the cheese makers that they use. So we get ready for them for Christmas too. Yeah, we've entered into the state fair in 2016, 2017, and 2018. With everything we've entered, we've gotten awards. This year's judges were a little bit tougher. We got some bronze in there, no gold.
Hey, you know what? Bronze is still...
It's still placing because you could
bet.
not place, yeah. And you're only judged against yourself, so there doesn't have to be a gold winner in the category. Everybody could get bronze or everybody could get no award. You're just judged on a score sheet against the score sheet, yeah. So then in this room is where it ages.
Oh.
So they're on the shelf. They get 3 coats of wax, and we just put the wax coating on it so that way it protects it against mold. Because mold and cheese love each other. So now that they have a wax coating, we just take vinegar water and clean the wheels. If we didn't put wax on it, you would have a wash rind, so you would wash the mold off of the wheels, but you still wouldn't want to eat it because there would still be mold on it. Yeah. So we do the wax rind, and this is also our cut and wrap room. So we cut and wrap everything by hand. I'll show you what they look like. They kind of look like Oakdale cheeses wedges, and then we also do pie-shaped wedges, just because we started doing those for the gift basket company, and then we were like, oh, they look a little bit nicer, and they set us apart from Oakdale cheese because we both do a Gouda.
That's awesome.
So yeah, that's we currently do both, but we're just going to move to the pie wedges eventually. They're just a lot more work. We get 24 of those out of a wheel as opposed to 18 of the other ones, so there's more to wrap and seal, and after we seal them, we shrink wrap them in hot water to get them sealed real tight, so it's just more work, but it looks nicer.
Very cool.
So, yeah.
That is
so
awesome.
this is our little facility.
And so is this a family-owned and operated business here?
It is, yeah. So that was my dad that you saw. My mom's also works here, so they own both, but do more on the dairy side, and then my sister and I work in the cheese plant side. So I'm the cheese maker, and then she does the sales side of things.
Very cool.
So gets the orders, gets us new stores, all that kind of stuff.
How many head of cattle do y'all have that you milk?
About 475.
Awesome.
Yeah, mostly Holsteins with a few Jerseys.
Okay.
And so when we do process, we always take the milk from the same group of cows. They're the ones that are furthest along in their pregnancy because they give a better quality milk than the ones who have just calved. So I get here at about 6 in the morning when we start making cheese because that's what time those cows are getting milked. And so the cows are always changing because depending on their pregnancy, they move to a different pen, but it's always the same pen, so always the same type of quality milk that we use. So.
How many employees do you have here aside from you guys, or is it just you?
Just us in the cheese plant. On the dairy side, there is 5 of them. 1 that feeds, 2 that milk, and then 2 that are outside end milkers. So when somebody needs a day off, they fill in.
So how many head of cattle are you able to milk at one time running through the milk barn?
We have a parallel barn, so there's 2 sides. We can fit 12 on each side, so 24 at a time. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We've had this dairy. My grandparents owned this dairy first. My grandpa built it. He came from the Netherlands, so we're Dutch. So that's why we do the Gouda style cheese. So my grandparents came from the Netherlands. My grandpa worked on a couple dairies down south before realizing how he could start his own dairy. So he started this dairy. So my mom's lived here mostly all her life. And then my dad moved here in 1986 when he married my mom. He came from Holland. So he's the one who knew how to make the Gouda cheese. So he started making here in like 5-gallon buckets, and then got a little vat about this size, and then we made this a business and got the bigger vat, and he taught me how to do it.
Awesome.
So yeah.
Or I think it's cool. You're probably like, I remember
This is, yeah, you got the milk that'll come down through your tube there. You got your air suction hose, which that is right there, and then who's milking knows the difference.
We'll come over here and I'll show you. So the fresh cows, they write down on a whiteboard who had what baby, and then they keep them in order by ear tags. So our calf pens, the first one born's in the first pen, the next, and they write the cow's number on the board. And so we have 3 pens here. It's kind of hard to tell. The one on the end is our like TLC pen. Ones who have a sore leg but are still healthy, but just we don't want to let them sleep in the boxes. We'd rather let them just sleep out here in the open. They stay in there. The fresh ones stay in there. So the guys will get around 12:30 when our TLC pen comes into milk. They'll get the fresh ones out from behind the house over there. The fresh ones go into what we call our hospital pen for a day or two. Make sure they're giving enough milk, their afterbirth is falling off. Then they get moved over to the TLC pen. The heifers we hold on to for 10 days just to make sure they're feeling well and producing enough. The cows who have calved once before, we hold on to for 5 days just to make sure they're feeling well and producing enough. So they stay in these pens. The TLC pen gets milked in the milk tank because they are not getting medicine. They just need a little extra love. The hospital ones get milked into these round barrels that a calf ranch comes and picks up and can feed it to their calves.
Okay, so that's your like
pen.
your ones with your mastitis that's receiving antibiotics and things like that.
Yes,
okay.
and so the mastitis ones, they're looking when they're priming the cows, they're looking for mastitis. Then they'll take them out of the pen that they're in if they have one and put them in the hospital pen. So they'll get milked in the hospital pen in the afternoon, and in the afternoon is when they get medicine. In the evening, they just get milked in that pen, but no medicine because it's the middle of the night.
So they immediately go ahead and separate them from the main herd.
Yep.
So there's not the risk of cross-contaminating or anything like that. That's awesome. That's good.
Yeah.
That is good.
Yeah. So today we have herd checks, so the vet comes out every 2 weeks to, if there are any sick ones, tell us what we need to do with them, and then checks all the ones that are fresh to make sure that they're clean inside, or else they get a shot to get them ready to get pregnant again, and then checks the pregnant ones to tell us if they are pregnant or if they're not pregnant.
Gotcha.
So we do that every 2 weeks.
Awesome. That is awesome. What was your name?
Anastasia.
Anastasia. Okay, and the name of your dairy again is?
Stite Dairy, and that's our last name, and then our cheese is Stite Dairy Farmstead Cheese.
Awesome. Okay, very cool. Hi, girls. How y'all doing, ladies?
She said they're all Holsteins except for a few Jersey.
Hey dog, quit barking at me. Hey dog, quit barking at me. You'll never see this face again. My work's through, my money's spent. So hey dog, quit barking at me. Hey lady, you lost your pearls. Hey lady, you lost your pearls. And if you point your finger one more time, I might haul off and lose my mind. Hey lady, I don't have your pearls. Hey dog, quit barking at me. Hey dog, quit barking at me. You'll never see this face again. My work's through, my money's spent. So hey dog, quit barking at me. Hey sheriff, stay right on my tail. Hey sheriff, stay right on my tail. 'Cause I might run some stranger down on that half-mile leaving town. Hey sheriff, stay right on my tail. Hey dog, quit barking at me. Hey dog, quit barking at me. You'll never see this face again. My work is through and my money's spent. So hey dog, quit barking at me. Hey daddy, take good care of the plow. Hey daddy, take good care of the plow.